Hey everybody, welcome back to Wave Squadron. I'm Eric.
Janci.
And this is Obi. And we are here with more Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Janci, last time, I think you realized what all of us realized, and that Clone Wars is starting to grow up with its audience.
I wore waterproof mascara today. Just in case.
Yes.
Just in case, Obi.
Yep. The what you started out with by saying, it's the evil Avengers, ended with, oh, it's the evil Avengers. We
there
lost.
was no one who gathered to combat them.
We lost, I know you more, and especially Pre Vizsla, an established character throughout, is dead and gone. Bo-Katan has left and the Death Watch have left Maul.
But she might avenge some things.
Maul is in charge of Mandalore, or I should say, was, because he supplanted the Duchess Satine, killing her in front of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And it caused Darth Sidious himself
to come and kill.
To come out and be like, children, I have things going on.
You have no apprentice, and you are not.
Stay off my lawn, is effectively what happened. So we are now switching over to another long-standing character.
I do feel a little bad for Sabotage. He did not know what was coming. He was just clueless. He was just following, trusting.
Absolutely. And
outgunned.
If you read/watch our comic watch-along of Son of Dathomir, which is a cut... unfortunately, you're not going to see Maul again in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But there's a cut story that we covered in the comic book reading that you should check out, and you learned that Maul was kind of like Savage in that he didn't have much choice to be on the path that he was. The Star Wars villains, other than Sidious, tend to go that way. All right, so we're going to pivot now back to another whole side of the Clone Wars. That's why this era is so crazy. Let's find out what's happening with the other characters.
Obi got sad.
Obi, I'm sorry, but...
I'm depressed.
Obi,
Satine died, and Obi-Wan lost his love.
Well, Obi, what do you think about the character Ahsoka?
We like Ahsoka.
We like Ahsoka. Well, it's time for the Ahsoka Arc, everybody. It's a fun word to whisper. Sabotage.
Invasion! The planet Cato Nemodia is under Separatist attack.
Cato Nemodia is the Nemodians' homeworld. They have bridge cities, and the cities hang off their bridges. It's pretty cool.
Ahsoka, punch a hole for the gunships to get through.
I know the drill, Master.
I wonder how good a pilot you could become just being under Anakin, even with no natural talent, you know?
Literally one of the best in the galaxy. To be around greatness.
Oh, those look weird. The 3 ships? What are those?
Those are droid tri-fighters, I think they're called.
No problem.
Yeah, it's like a hammock, huh?
Yeah. But you see how they hang off sometimes, like the Southern Air Temple?
They look like bugs. It's okay. I'm sorry I said the B word. Yes.
Northern Air Temple.
Someday, these droids will learn they keep messing with the world Jedi.
Can you imagine you do that, bugs in the window outside our house?
That'd be cool as long as the window doesn't go. Oh no, they have teeth.
Oh, nothing serious. Just a small malfunction.
Just the Jedi's bane everywhere around you.
He
go
won't crash land.
R2, what's going
He's
on
out.
over there?
He got electrocuted.
Yep.
Unconscious?
No, we're going to
Tip your wing.
crash.
I'll see
We're
how
going to
bad
crash,
it is.
Obi. Oh!
Tip your wing.
So many.
They don't count as bugs.
I know. They swarm like bugs.
They are
though.
very bug-coated.
Get that ship on
Crash
the
if you
ground.
have
Look how immediately she took
R7.
command of the situation.
Oh, she has a little green one.
Yeah, R7.
Somebody has to save his skin.
Somebody has to save our skins. That's a Leia. Quote Obi, you remember
Oh,
that?
that's a big jump. It's getting bigger.
Well,
Force. Good for them.
right? They're just smashed.
Yeah. Like bugs.
They're not
They got
bugs.
stepped on.
Damn, Ahsoka.
What about R2?
She knows that he's a G. He can take care of himself.
Is he mad?
That's Anakin Skywalker's astromech.
Oh, now you wake up.
What'd I miss? Wasn't I flying? Where's my fighter? How did I get here?
Fighter crashed. I saved the day. You're welcome.
That's a well-trained Padawan.
Captain Rex? Master Yoda?
Return to the Jedi Temple quickly. You should.
Is it Obi-Wan?
Bombed the temple hangar. Someone has.
Oh.
Your assistance to find the terrorists.
Never mind.
We need.
Why would the Jedi possibly be there to comfort each other in times of need?
Yeah, they often fight internal struggles alone.
We have to look at the possibility that it could have been anyone in the temple.
If a Jedi, this is gone to the dark side. There.
Now you know that there's a dark Jedi.
We'd like for you two to lead the investigation. We can't trust anyone who is here.
They're Jedi too.
Do everything you can.
They are, but they've been away from the temple from so long fighting the war that they are to be trusted. The council's saying they can't trust anybody that's been here. Even themselves, is what they're saying, you know?
I mean, I agree. I've been saying the same thing.
Yeah. So they're looking for impartiality here. Is that a word? Sounds like a word.
Partiality?
I like the ability part.
Not every Jedi agrees with this war, Ahsoka. There are many political idealists among us. Remember Count Dooku and General Krell? That's how they started too.
So Crow worked with Dooku?
Well, he was wanting to serve the Sith.
Oh.
So that was his LinkedIn profile for whenever the Sith needed more help.
Okay, Russo. You and Ahsoka should begin the interviews.
Russo.
Did you notice anything unusual about the hangar?
Yeah, it blew up.
Although I left the hangar 5 minutes before the bomb exploded.
Well, he's got an accent.
Everything seemed okay before that?
So he's a Coruscant citizen that's employed by the Jedi.
I think I know who did it. Who blew up the hangar.
Did he lose an ear?
I believe it was Jakar Bomani.
Carbon. Jakar is such an interesting evil name. It's like Jafar.
Jafar.
Is this him?
Yes.
One eye?
I need to know.
Can't have any depth perception.
I couldn't see it too clearly.
Yeah, I think it was one eye.
Looks like we need to find Jakar Bomani, Russo.
I love Jedi detective stories.
They all walked away when he came in.
Anakin knows something about Jedi not trusting people. Remember how they lied to him about Obi-Wan's death?
I blame Mace. Maybe a little bit of Yoda. I
Well,
don't think they bombed this, though. I don't think this was them.
maybe this arc will alleviate some of those issues that you have. Who knows?
Or add to them.
Obi, we need you. We need you this arc, Obi. Summon your power in your sunshine. That's Syndralig.
They're all family and friends.
Yes. He's based off of Nick Gillard, who was the sword choreographer for
Oh, that's cool.
the prequels. He's the battle master of the temple. And he looks like him too. He's designed to look like him.
You know this man?
He is my husband.
Does she really not know, or is this a ploy, Obi?
You see Barris? Barris is back there.
No.
You remember Barris?
Yeah.
Jedi, and you cannot find him?
She was with Ahsoka, right?
Understand.
Do you have any idea what someone has
I'll
to go
stop
through to work
talking
in the
about
Jedi
every Jedi
Temple?
I see. I'm sorry.
So she's a Jedi too?
No, her husband works in the Jedi
Not just
temple.
anyone can walk.
I was
into
gonna
your
say,
precious
didn't they say it
temple.
was a Jedi? Why would...
No, they say it could be a Jedi. They have no idea who it is. They just can't rule out Jedi. I love this technology that they use here.
Oh, this is a recording?
Yeah, it's a hollow recording that they can
Yeah.
stop and walk into.
That kind of sucks for your loved ones, huh?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to see that. But for
For investigation, yeah.
for your young Jedi Knight trying to solve a mystery, I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
helpful.
I found
It was
something.
him.
An anomaly.
It's the droid.
No, man, not Russo. How dare you? He's dedicated to his craft.
They are covered with microscopic droids of a highly volatile
Droids?
nature.
Ew, it does look like bugs. They look like ticks and fleas.
But they're not. So I didn't have to
This
warn
is
you.
the Star Wars version of bugs, though.
No. Star Wars also has
It
bugs.
looked like when Obi caught fleas off that other dog. And they're just collected on his skin. Crawling around.
Jakar was the foreman over all the gunships, bombs, and weapons. His specialty was nano-weaponry.
We've got to find this guy.
That looks like the lower half of a Mandalorian icon.
Yeah.
Like the tusks, you know? And the Mudhorn kind of, I guess. And Mudhorn has one.
A clan of two.
Yeah.
I'll gather some Jedi and search the temple.
I have droids that can do the job much faster.
I don't know, they walked pretty slow.
No, they're adorable. They can do it. See how quick they can turn?
Obi-Wan's there in
Well,
hollow form.
And yeah, not technically there.
Yeah. But he showed up
He did.
to work
He did.
remotely.
We have found Jakar.
Lock down all exits so we can't escape.
They can't hear this go.
Plo Koon, we need your wisdom master.
He should be.
This is all that remains of
At
Jakar.
least it's not his head.
Because he was the bomb.
Then how did one hand survive?
It didn't have the nano droids on it.
The nanodroids. How did they get in his bloodstream?
Well, this just keeps getting better and better.
You could totally lose a hand, though. We've seen it many, many, many times in this series.
That is a Star Wars trope, yes.
These police droids are so funny.
I would have thought working for the Jedi paid better.
Yeah, how much I like Law and Order. This feels like a Law and Order episode.
Always look around the corners. Never turn your back. What the?
She's been fighting wars. But you're right. No, that's an angry beep.
Get out of here.
No clones.
The sensors are picking up traces from the disposal. The nanodroids were in the food.
Well, I guess the question...
I got caught up in the Law and Orderness of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, she's in there.
What are you doing here?
Well,
See if she has any nanodroids on her, Ahsoka.
If she's living there, though, they might have just transferred, right?
they could have, but it seems like the way they got into him
She's
was his
playing.
food.
What do you mean, nanodroids?
We believe someone set Jakar up and made him the bomb.
That sucks.
Got the cold.
Or he's hiding something.
She just used him. Poor guy. She went that way. It's risky to run from Jedi because they can do this.
Come on, you're Jedi. How can you lose one human?
Let us stop!
It's like Spider-Man.
Running means you know more than you're
I
telling
imagine
us.
Yoda would have
Jakar's
handled
dead.
it.
And now you're trying to blame his murder on me.
Nobody ever said he was dead.
Oh, it was her. Didn't really love your husband, did you?
Has something to do with the bomb.
Did you feed the nanodroids to Jakar? You will answer me. Now!
I did feed the nanodroids to Jakar.
You set up your own husband
Make her eat them.
to die?
We're holding letters
Master
to Selma
Sunube.
at the temple to
Damn,
wait
keep
for
doing.
questioning.
He's a turtle without a shell. Give him a shell.
Jakar Malani acted alone.
He's putting his sunglasses down.
I think we can guess their motives easily enough. Public opinion is swinging against the Jedi. That is becoming clear.
Just Jedi it out of her mind.
This war is
That's
becoming less and less
a
public
mind
every
probe
day exists.
and a dark power.
She killed some of
I
them.
believe we solved this case, but
That's how the Jedi fall.
Maybe the Jedi should fall.
the Jedi.
There are going to be Jedi who disappoint us, Ahsoka. But as long as we know there are good Jedi who fight for what's right, it makes it all worthwhile.
It only takes one disappointing Jedi, though.
Yes, it does. And that disappointing Jedi is Anakin Skywalker.
Hoarders.
You watch some Hoarders? It'll be fun. All right. Okay, well, this is the first part. Very Law and Order, trying to solve the mystery. But the important thing to hear is the
Framing.
framing, the doubt the Jedi not only have with each other,
Yeah,
but
that's interesting.
but that the public has with them.
That's interesting, though.
Yeah.
For Jedi who hold honor
Yeah.
so high,
They do.
One thing happens and it's immediately, wait. Was it you, though?
But I mean,
trust any of you?
As they said, like, Dooku used to be a very respected Jedi.
Yeah, Anakin's a respected Jedi right now.
Well, yeah. But he often gets, impatient and does things against the Council's wishes and that type of thing. And, like, he gets a reputation for being kind of more hardline. And we know that Palpatine will use that to make him his personal representative. Like, right here, the biggest thing the Jedi were trying to avoid is the Republic coming in to take over Jedi business.
Yeah.
They keep what should be a healthy separation of church and state, right? So that their faith and trust in the Force doesn't necessarily lord over the political side of things. And the problem is that Palpatine, we know, will use all of that mistrust to say the Jedi are trying to take over the Republic. I'm saving you. Yeah. I'm the hero. So they are cast as the villains by the villain. It doesn't make what they do correct, but it does create a perspective of they are just being, they're another string being pulled.
Yeah.
And right here, we don't know exactly who's pulling a string. We have no idea. Do you think this is Darth Sidious?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Because there's also a lot of rebel factions out there.
There is. And I mean, while Palpatine is stewing the pot, that doesn't mean, like, the public is mistrusting of the Jedi. They're like, so they're just in charge of this giant war that goes on forever.
I think part of that might also be because they immediately suspected one of their own publicly anyway.
Yeah.
So then the public immediately followed, like, oh, might have been a Jedi. Oh, well, then maybe we shouldn't trust the Jedi.
If someone like Pong Krell can show up, then that can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
Right here in our own temple. So.
And if they ever saw how someone like Pong Krell treated the people who are more like them, aka the clones, they would hate the Jedi.
I think they would. One thing that I've always, and we'll get back into reacting very soon, but Aaron has always brought up this point. I very much agree with him. He always thought that the Separatists should have some Jedi that actually believe in the cause as well. Like, ones that are like, this actually a really good person, but they are seeing what is actually happening and cross over. And that way you would have had a little bit more of a galactic civil war.
Too.
And while you have that with Dooku, like, Dooku has great points. It's just that he is under the sway of the Dark Lord of the Sith.
He is not his own person.
He's not his own person.
He is acting under the orders of another,
When he left the Jedi Order, he had real, actual feelings that made a lot of sense. Palpatine just takes what is good in people and turns him to a chess piece, He turned Dooku into his king of the Separatists. It's interesting that Dooku
let himself become a chess piece. Like there's certain people that you can see wouldn't ever.
The most powerful tool,
powerful
tool in Sidious's belt is he can make you think that your thoughts are yours. They're not. They're his. That's what he does to people. And Dooku thinks he's in control of that.
Yeah.
He has no idea that Palpatine, when he pulls his he's his apprentice. He's his master. There is subservient, but I think that's what Palpatine does. He literally will look at the chosen one of the Jedi Order and turn him into Darth Vader, my pawn for the Empire.
It's going to come to a head, though, the second that, it almost did with Ventress, where she's too talented. Yeah. She becomes an apprentice, which makes Dooku the master and takes Sidious out of it. He can't have that.
He can't have that.
So
Maul starting an entire neutral system third party, he can't have that. So when he actually takes action versus when he's just in control of the strings is really interesting.
It would be good for the Jedi Council to have some, what do you call it, devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Because that would mean that they'd be more prepared.
Yeah.
They'd be more worldly and have better knowledge all around of why things are happening. Instead of just hardlining their own beliefs.
That's what the council is supposed to be. It's just that
though.
Well, the thing is that you haven't seen is the Jedi in their prime. In that it used to be that the Jedi in the Jedi Council could be at one with the Force and literally use their superpowers to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
And they've relied upon that. So now when that's gone, they haven't practiced the muscle of, oh my God, what do we do when we don't have that sight? So
where did the sight go?
Sidious literally, it's called the Veil of the Dark Side. He is literally taking it from them.
Oh, okay.
He utilizes Sith sorcery, Sith magic. The Jedi temple is on top of a ancient Sith temple.
Yeah, that doesn't give them a heads up. Hey, someone's taken this ability from us. Is there a Sith around?
That's called, it's the hubris of the Jedi. So there's a Sith temple down there, and it's there, the Jedi temple is on it to cure what the scar the Sith temple left. You know, it's meant to be a good thing. But if Palpatine is in there and he's festering, they're trying to fight Sith that existed 1,000 years ago. Yeah. He's not that type of Sith. He's a new type of Sith that will take over the galaxy and reign for thousands of years by himself because he's that greedy and selfish.
Seems a little odd that of all those wise old masters, not a single one of them was like, huh, this is weird. Why?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, as we know, hindsight is 20/20, and when you're living in a moment and you know something's going to happen, it can really color your opinion of how you perceive things.
Well, it's not even.
But when you don't have that perception, like, you know, you can't necessarily yell at the ignorant.
It's more they had something and it mysteriously went away, and they never questioned or looked into why that went away.
Well, they're saying is that it's war and that the galaxy's out of balance, and if they can
which
fix
it
that
is because there's a Sith.
Yes, there is.
Why wouldn't that be their first go-to?
But it's
war.
It's like, you know, everybody has a function. The Jedi think a certain way. That droid that Ahsoka had, Russo, who I liked, he kept going like, you know, what show was like the guy would do that and say a line and it would go, yeah! I can't remember what it was. CSI or something.
Oh, kind of, I guess.
Yeah. But either way, I thought the flipping,
Las Vegas.
The flipping of his glasses was really funny.
I thought it was more like a spyglass, like Sherlock kind of.
Yeah. And then, you know, we also saw some not riot, but protests outside of the temple where just the average citizen just does not want to be fighting a war, and they in fact had the clones with the mark through it or whatever.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't like the clones either, which is another huge indicator that the Jedi Council should be like, maybe we should look into why.
But we can think
people
of all...
aren't happy. We should look into why.
Yeah, and we can think of all the stories of the clones that we know and how we know they're good men and that they're trying to do the right thing. Yeah. But when it comes to geopolitical politics things, you know, they're just a tool that's being used to oppress people.
They're an army.
They're an army.
That's it.
They're
built to be an army. They don't belong anywhere. They don't have a home world, technically.
Yeah.
They have where they were created, you know, but they don't fight for a planet.
They don't. It's not. It's weird. Like, it's inherent and it's not. Because we know that they think and feel and love just like everybody else.
They're dedicated to their own units instead of a place.
Yeah.
You know?
Not droids, men. I love this era of Star Wars. Things get complicated, and we have another episode. Let's get to it.
That would make a great episode of Star Wars. Hoarders in the Star Wars universe.
Star Wars.
Like, you just like a junker that you come across and it's just full of like...
And then, just to remind you, this used to be the original final arc of the Clone Wars.
Oh.
When the Clone Wars first ended, this was it.
Really? This is it?
So, having it be Ahsoka focus was kind of a focus.
Do we know anyone?
And our job
not
is
necessarily, no.
to remember that we will. Luminous beings are we.
Not this crude measure.
Did they even get to bury Satine?
I'm sure, yeah.
You were close to one of them? Zomara. He taught me how to hold my lightsaber correctly.
I would like a museum or like some wall of honor that has all of the former Jedi Kyber crystals just displayed, you know, with their names or something.
Sure.
That would be a cool memorable monument or something.
They do tend to burn their bodies.
Yeah. Or let them be buried in whatever their own culture was, right?
Or there is no body.
Yeah. A lot of them have just poofed.
That used to be a lot more common.
But why? This is a Jedi matter, isn't it?
Clones were killed, which makes this terrorist attack a military matter.
Admiral Tarkin is right.
Admiral?
Isn't a Jedi.
He's getting good.
And she should be dealt with.
Calm down, Ahsoka. Remember, revenge is not the Jedi
Ahsoka's
way.
kind of like me.
'Cause.
Yep.
Nothing will ever change.
The Chancellor feels very strongly that the Jedi be removed from as many military matters as possible.
Okay, maybe it was him. Maybe it was the Chancellor, because this gives him a real good excuse.
He gets Tarkin into the Jedi Temple.
Well, that, and he removes all the Jedi, they just said, from the place.
In ways, she is still very young.
Indeed.
Oh, look, best buddies.
I know, right?
Have you ever wondered if it was right to ignore your emotions?
My master would say, our struggle as Jedi is to move past them. You and I got past it, and I guess we'll get past this.
You were also a weird bug lady.
I guess I fooled you
Tried
like
to
I
eat
have anyone else.
just a brief moment, then I froze you.
I have to believe that one way or another, this woman's going to pay for what she did.
You shouldn't.
You don't know if it was her yet, though. Or all her.
She has a lot of Anakin's feelings in her, you know?
Then imagine how pissed off they'd be if they found out of a team, too. And how Obi-Wan feels right now.
Commander Tano, your presence is requested by prisoner Letta Tomoe.
By her.
Prisoner from the hangar bombing? I'll report back with whatever I find out.
She's not too happy.
No, she's not. This Imperial prison facility is crazy looking.
It looks very Darth Vader.
I know. I meant to say Republican, but I said Imperial. This is how Darth Vader looks.
Yeah.
Republic prison facility. Oh, I like their staffs.
They have a shock staff?
They have a shock staff.
Is that where the guards get them later? Like it's all inherited?
I think this is Fox.
A lot of innocent people died in that blast. Good job capturing her.
Have we seen him before?
I don't remember.
God, they have a TSA too, jeez. You can never get away from that, huh?
But red clones generally are from Coruscant.
Does that carry through in later times when we see Imperial guards and stuff?
Kinda.
Okay.
Like the Imperial honor guards are completely red.
Yeah.
What do you want, Letta?
I was told if I ever needed help, you were the Jedi to contact.
Told by who?
You don't have much time, Letta.
The person behind this will be able to get to me unless you know the truth.
They're
What's the
naming
truth?
names.
A Jedi.
Do this.
Is it
There
Dooku?
are some citizens. Jedi have become warmongers.
Dooku certainly feels that way.
One of you wanted to make a statement and was willing to attack your own order to do it.
But also kill an innocent person who did not volunteer for the position. And that's obvious to me, that's Sith, not Jedi.
It's...
They're strong.
The dark side is as tempting as it is strong. Apollo
They're
Russo.
gonna think it's her. They're gonna accuse Ahsoka of doing it. Because that's all they see on the camera. Oh no, Ahsoka!
She's dead.
Obi, I'm stressed.
She's dead, Obi.
But all the same, you're
I'm coming.
She's under arrest. Give me huddles. Ahsoka's on the line.
Oh, you dick. I hate and love how he makes me feel. Because it's the last person I want.
Mm-hmm. But right now, he's good with Anakin, who right now is good with Ahsoka.
It's true.
I went in the room to talk to Letta, and she said she was afraid of a Jedi.
It wasn't me. That's the first words you gotta say.
You don't have to tell me anymore, Commander Tano.
Dead. All they saw was her. Yep.
That looks pretty bad.
Yep.
The sound isn't working on this one.
No sound.
You were the
innocent.
only one there. I know that you were upset when this woman was taken into custody.
She kept saying, I need revenge.
Yeah. And that's probably recorded everywhere too, in the halls.
This is a secure facility. We do not have just anyone
Yeah,
running
and she's
about.
in the middle of a very
And if there
secure
was
place.
someone else, why did you not sense them?
Ew, don't touch her.
I know, right? He did that to Leia, too.
My Padawan is in there.
Now step aside.
We like this.
He's
He's about to. He's about to.
Anakin, let me in.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
This is now a military
He's gonna
operation
remember this when
under
he's
his
Vader.
jurisdiction.
Look at that look. I love whenever Darth Vader starts to come out, the tuba comes in.
A key card. Master, I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Wait, is it really him though? You sure? It might be the other Jedi who killed.
He was just there.
Yeah, but there's another Jedi out there.
I wonder what you have planned.
Supposed Jedi.
So much faith she has in Anakin.
Oh no. Oh, he's alive though.
This does not look good.
They set her up. Escape.
Those are her lightsabers.
Yep, they set her up.
My lightsaber.
Now it looks like she did all this and escaped.
What is going on here?
Don't kill, don't kill, don't kill. Because we've seen her kill.
She's good at killing.
We've seen her take out 4 at once.
Yeah. Little. Oh, it was good, bud. Yeah. Did you ever watch The Fugitive with Harrison Ford?
No.
I think about that movie when I watch this.
Oh, we can feel my stress.
Oh no.
See the wounds?
Yeah. Made by lightsabers.
Lightsabers.
Suspect has killed 3 clones. Code red.
Man, if I was her, I would maybe drop the lightsabers so that they know they're back there. I don't know how the people ahead are.
I know Commander Tano. She would never do something like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Someone's setting me up,
I believe you, Ahsoka.
but no one else will.
There's so much doubt everywhere.
Tell them we need to search the entire base.
General Skywalker has just issued an all-points bulletin on Commander Ahsoka Tano. She's killed 3
Who
clones.
has it out for her? Because they had to know that asking for her was gonna. This whole thing was a plot. So who knows her and Anakin and Obi-Wan's relationship? Because they're gunning for that trio. I feel like. Wow, even the sky adds the imposingness. What planet is this? Still Coruscant?
It's Coruscant. We're in the military sector.
How do they change the sky to match?
They actually control the weather.
What?
Yeah, they
I
can.
didn't know that.
They can make it rain. Massives, Obi. Massives. All space dogs.
Space dogs.
This war memorial is the name and number of every clone that's passed.
Aww.
It's gigantic, obviously.
Nope, stay here.
Space dogs.
Space dog.
Look at that helmet.
Oh,
There's nothing here.
Grizzer.
he was doing his job well.
Grizzer's a good dog. Oh, she's so cool. It's like Batman. Damn it. Damn it, Commander Fox. Why are you looking up? No one looks up. Look at that thing.
So it's like a wall, and they just engraved the number or name.
I have to look. I think they put the names too.
That would be nice. Domino Squad. What?
It's in the name.
99.
She's heading towards the industrial pipeline.
Set weapons to stun.
Yes.
Now! I don't trust them.
Those are stun bullets.
Okay.
When it's blue in a circle, it's stun. And they don't reflect. They just dissipate. She's so cool. Look how fast she went up those stairs.
It's funny thought that just popped in my head. It's a kind of cute thought that Anakin's just as proud chasing her as he is concerned right now.
Damn, she's good. I'm such a good master.
Tell me what you see, oddball.
He has to be so scared for her too.
Yep. Like he's worried and concerned, but at the same time he's like, yeah, that's my paddle.
Just that move, she like turns and spins and gets her own back. She literally had her own back.
See how far she's getting?
Yeah.
That's my paddle. I can totally see him thinking that. She does it's almost like a ballerina.
Yeah.
You know?
Trapeze.
Or like a figure skater. The spins that she does in the air.
Look how fast she is.
Yeah.
This will knock her off her feet.
Oh no. He said stun. He said stun.
Dude, the Ahsoka theme song right there is crazy.
I've never heard it, I don't think.
You have, it's just it's pretty subtle.
Can we do an episode where we just listen to all of the sound
Yep.
music assigned to different characters?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll go over every leitmotif, and I'll have a great time, and you will regret having asked.
Yes. Smart. I think.
Breaks line of sight, but these guys are good.
But they can't hop on the walls and stuff. And look at how fast she is. Also, please all remember you're chasing a child.
Who's a military commander.
It doesn't matter if she's a child.
And they're 10. They're 10 years old.
Your children chasing children.
You know, young people fight.
What is that?
Mice. Not a bug.
They look like dinosaurs.
Yeah, like little compies.
No. Just keep going. He knew. Is this where they get to meet? For a secret rendezvous? Where they can actually plan something? Oh, he can keep up.
Yeah, and he can censor
Don't jump.
the low levels.
Talk to your master first.
You didn't even try to come and help me.
They wouldn't let me in to talk to you.
You could have if you tried.
But you need to come back and make your case to the council.
No.
But he kind of proved to her that he can't protect her by not being able to be let in.
Trust me.
Oh, that's the worst time
I
to
do
get.
trust you. You have to trust me now.
Ahsoka, I do trust you.
I know you do. Wish me luck.
Was that Rex? Okay. Oh, shit. I thought maybe they would get a private.
Yeah.
So, this is the last arc?
So we have 2 more episodes until what was
the end?
originally.
Yeah.
Because again, when Disney bought Lucasfilm, they canceled the Clone Wars. They thought, no one likes the prequels trilogy. We know what we're doing. And then they just
in the
continued
grand original early scheme of things, this is the last time Ahsoka and Anakin are together that we see.
Well, again, we have 2 more episodes, and we have a lot to still cover. Now, I won't say that this was the plan. They had episodes left, like, hey, when they got canceled.
Okay.
And that was released in a thing called The Lost Missions, where they're like, we've already finished some episodes, so we'll just release them. But they had to do it in a whole different distribution format. So I just like to say, originally, this was the end. It was never intended to be the end, but it is poetic that we start with Ahsoka being introduced to Anakin, and here we see that Anakin has to let her go. He has to trust that she can do this on her own, you know? And it makes me really emotional because Ahsoka so rarely calls him Anakin, you know? Instead of master
She grew up.
whatever. Yeah.
She realized she can only stand on her own 2 feet right now.
Yeah, and it breaks my heart when she's like, you didn't come to help me. Because what she's asking for is a parent.
Or someone she can rely on.
Yeah.
She doesn't really have anyone else.
But, you know, I mean,
Obi-Wan's not gonna
Star
do that,
Wars
you know?
is nothing but a giant story to talk about the relationship of, you know, fathers and sons and mothers, and it's generational.
Yeah.
And one of the sins of the Jedi is that they don't allow themselves to have that because it's something so precious you will do anything to fight for, you know? And Ahsoka in this moment was like, I needed like an authority figure to come to help me and take care of me, and because that didn't happen, I have to do this by myself.
There's also a sense of anger there too, because like they were there when she was sent off alone to go meet with this woman.
Yeah.
You know, and they let her.
And
nobody seems to be remembering that fact. She didn't ask to be sent. No. You know?
She didn't, and she wasn't even on planet when it happened. She was on K2 Nemodia.
Oh no, I mean her killing.
But yeah, her
supposedly.
killing. I know.
Killing.
I just mean that we see a lot of things about like this shouldn't be, but the evidence against her is daunting. You know, Anakin sees that, which is why he can't just break in.
And like you're saying, it's looking back, because we know.
Yeah.
But there's holes there that he could have dug into if he had found them. Like the fact that who cut the sound? Why were their cameras rolling anyway?
Yeah.
You know, like who laid out all of those bodies with using her lightsabers? Like, there have been things there that he could be like, wait, I'm going to help you with this because this isn't adding up. Instead, he just joins the chase and that kind of freaks her out.
But every single court case in the history of criminal justice can say, I was being set up.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to prove it.
Yeah.
So Ahsoka is saying, Anakin, no one else will believe me. You will, Rex will, but they have a relationship with me. And when it's a court of law, it's not about relationship. It's about what she can prove.
What he also realized is what she was not saying when she was saying that is, you can't help me.
You can't do it.
Like, I realized that the evidence and everything that they have is so irrefutable. You cannot help me.
She knows Anakin probably better than almost any other Jedi.
He will probably kill everyone if he can't help her.
He will get to a point where he is told no and can do nothing, and then we know that it breaks him.
Yeah.
That is, when it comes to Padme, that's what turns him into Darth Vader.
Well, that was death. That was,
Yeah, but this is how he treats, In the very beginning of the Clone Wars, Anakin and, Obi-Wan and Yoda had that conversation that Anakin needs to learn to let things go. That's why they give him a Padawan. And here, for the first time, his Padawan is saying, you have to let me go and trust that I can do this. That's why I brought up. That's why I bring up Padme.
Protect it and be there for them, and
because he wasn't there for his mother,
Yeah.
and because he wasn't, she died.
And the thing is, he also feels that way not just towards Ahsoka or Obi-Wan, but to droids and clones and everything he interacts with. He's just a bundle of emotions and love.
It's because he was a slave. He was a slave
that he's not allowed to show.
Possession is such a stigma for him because he was a possession.
Yeah, so he treats everything he owns with respect.
Yeah, what he owns is what he loves.
I mean, like R2 and,
It's precious to him.
He doesn't own the clones.
Yeah. When the Jedi say you cherish your possessions, he goes, what? That's all I have.
He doesn't see
all I
them as
am.
Possessions, though, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's why he has such a good relationship with Rex.
The problem is that he does. Like, there's the way that Anakin thinks about things. There's the way the Jedi think about things. And it's a false dichotomy to say those are the only two options.
Yeah.
There's the way he should be thinking about things. He just can't access that because he's gone through so much trauma as a slave. He's going through war here. And he's seeing someone that he loves, like, be scared and have to summon courage.
And someone who actually looks to him in those times, too.
Yeah. One of the reasons that it's a Duel of the Fates is named such, the fight with Darth Maul in Episode 1, is that Anakin's denied a father figure in Qui-Gon, and instead he gets an older brother in Obi-Wan. And you can say here that if Anakin at all was seen as a father figure to Ahsoka, this is the first time where she has to say, bro, trust me.
Yeah.
And not, Dad, I need help, if that makes sense.
Yeah. She's saying, you can't save me from this. I have to save myself, and you need to trust me to let me.
And that's what we're going to be doing next time in this amazing arc. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for being here. I can't wait to watch more Clone Wars with my wife.
Aww.
And what about Obi? Obi is coming, and you guys can go over to blindwave.com where we have the next 4 videos available. While this was the final arc, this shit ain't over. We have so much great stuff at blindwave.com.